Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. We hear? Y'all hear? Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay, where's that coming from?
Oh, that's mine. That's mine.
Oh, that's not me. Okay, wait a minute, guys. I'm confused. I got 3 computers and I don't know which is which. Let me figure it out. Hold on. This is which stream is this? I didn't want to use a green background. Where's Zoom? Okay, this is Zoom. Oh, Fresno, you here? Alhamdulillah. And there's Ifti. Wait a minute, hold on, guys. Let me set it up. I don't want to use green. I don't want to use that either. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, this was Zoom. Meeting is streaming. Now let me try to find us on here. This is me. Okay. Wait a minute. Wrong thing. I want the QR code. Y'all see the QR code, right? There it is. I think I see y'all see it. Okay. And let's put the donation tab. Where's the donation tab? I'm getting texts. Why do people text me now? Text me right when I'm trying to do the stuff. Okay, I'm coming, guys. Can y'all hear me? If y'all on the other platforms, I'm coming. Y'all don't see me? Wait, this person say they don't see me. You don't see me on Twitch? Wait a minute. Give me a second. Hold on. How many's in there? I only see 2 people in there and just 2 here. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I see what you mean. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to share it now. They don't see me on Facebook. It's Facebook they don't see me on. Wait a minute. I'm not in the new Muslim thing. Wait a minute. Okay.
I see you on Facebook.
But not the new Muslim. I got, I'm in 4 groups. Where you see me on Sunnahfollowers. And my profile. This is New Muslims and Caribbean. Who are these people? Who are these people? Okay, well, just wait. Who are all these people? What group? They done added me to another group on Facebook? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I'm getting ready to share myself to Caribbean, the Muslims of Caribbean, or whatever this is. Here you go. Okay, this is the new Muslims y'all streaming. And in this group. Okay, now I'm who is this? Maulana Tariq. Who is Maulana Tariq? Whoever you are, I don't know why you added me to your group, but I'm getting ready to stream myself to your group. Okay. Okay, give me a second. I'm coming in on what is this? Telegram. Telegram, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what are you doing on Telegram? Elizabeth is on Telegram. Oh, how did you download a Telegram, Elizabeth? Okay, hold on. She said, I don't see you on Elizabeth on Telegram. Okay, give me a second. I got a lot of people following me now, y'all. On Telegram. Alhamdulillah. I got a lot of people following me now, y'all. Yeah. Okay, hold on. So this is what happens when the channel grows. I got a lot of subscribers now. So I gotta put it on all these platforms. Okay, just give me a second, please. All right. So I'm on Telegram. I'm in Muslims of the Caribbean. I'm in the New Muslims group on Facebook. Twitch. Let me type this. Assalamu alaikum. Can y'all see me? There's D Live. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. And may Allah bless you and your family too. Ameen. I feel better today. brother here on D Live is asking, oh, see, they listen to me, Fresno. He asking, do I still have my headaches? Today, alhamdulillah, this is the first day, guys, that my headache is gone. Ifti, my headache's gone. I don't know what happened, but maybe it was the eating, like you and my daughter said, because the headache is gone and I feel good today. I left. I had to take my mother somewhere. So I guess the fresh air did me some good. So alhamdulillah, that pain that was in this part, it's gone. Maybe that was stress too. But alhamdulillah, I feel like myself today. Thank you for asking. Thank you for caring, because very few people care. All right, so that's D Live. There's Twitch and Trova. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, mashallah. Comme ci, comme ça. Et tu? Mashallah, mashallah. Avec votre famille? Oh, mashallah, mashallah. This sister just had a baby, y'all, and she named her baby. She said she named her baby after me. She named her baby Layla. I hope you didn't name her after me. I mean, I'm nobody to name nobody after. She said she named her baby after me. Well, I never liked the name Layla. Personally, I don't like that name. J'aime pas. No. Le nom Layla?
Je n'aime pas, Sister Layla.
Je n'aime pas. Je n'aime pas. Le nom,
je n'aime pas.
Yeah, le nom Layla, je n'aime pas. J'ai besoin Carla. That's what I wanted. I wanted the name. I've always loved the name Carla. Carla, because I like the story of Carla. I'm going to do the story of Carla for you guys. Carla. You're going
to say j'aime.
Yeah, j'aime. Yeah, j'aime Carla. J'aime Carla. J'aime Carla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, j'aime Carla. Wait a minute, hold on for a second. Here's another text.
Yeah, I'm going to Sister Layla.
Oh, look who's back. The trucker. Latifa, the trucker. I'm getting another text now from the trucker. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Every time I start speaking in French, now we got the trucker. Lord, have a mercy. Let's speak in English. Okay, assalamu alaikum, brother Abdul Rahim Hafiz Ali. You are good, sister. You are doing such a great job. Oh, mashallah. I need that. You know, it's not every day that I get compliments. In fact, it's never. I get more criticisms than anything and critiques, as you guys know. So, alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you. Okay, let's see. Amina, she said you should try trigger point injections in your neck. Yeah, you know what? Amina, that's what I heard. My co-workers had that treatment done.
Nothing in your neck.
But no, it's for migraines. It takes their migraine headache. They get it once a month, and they also get some pills, you know, but I don't have migraines. I think my headache was just stress. I was very stressed out for the past 2 weeks. And last night I made dua and I just went to sleep and I said, Allah, take this headache away. I'm going to wash everything out of my head. You know, that old commercial. Remember that commercial? Calgon, take me away. And I did that and went to sleep. And I woke up and mashallah, it's gone. Yeah. Plus I had Starbucks too. So that probably got it too. Alhamdulillah. All right, hold on. I think
that's probably why you had that headache, because you wasn't getting that Starbucks.
That's what
I was just getting your own stuff. That's what it was, that caffeine headache.
Because you know my coffees are decaffeinated. I don't drink caffeinated coffee. But you know, I finally ordered Starbucks yesterday, and then when I drank that and went to sleep, headache was gone. So I guess what? I got Starbucks being delivered right now. That's what I'm waiting on. Yeah, guys, I'm waiting for a couple of more people to join. And I'm waiting on my Starbucks to come knocking at my door. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see if this is them at my door. Oh, that's my Starbucks. Hold on. Right on cue. Okay, a la campaña. Oh, no, I'm trying to say this in French, y'all. Y'all, my French is so rusty because we don't speak it that much. She's asking me, do I live in the country? I know I'm getting ready to answer you. Just give me a second. J'habite. I can say j'habite j'habite. No, je n'habite pas. Yeah, there you go. Je n'habite pas à la campagne. C'est correct, Omar here. C'est correct.
What did you say?
Je n'habite pas. Je n'habite pas à la campagne. I don't live in the country.
What do you want to say?
I don't live in the country. Je n'habite pas. Je n'habite pas à la campagne, or je ne demeure pas. You can say je ne demeure pas à la campagne. Je n'habite pas à la campagne.
Je n'habite pas. Je n'habite pas.
There, n'habite pas. That's more better. Yeah. So, je n'habite pas à la campagne. J'habite à l'appartement au city. Au city.
You're doing good, Susalela. You're trying your best, mashallah.
J'habite au city. Metropolis. J'habite au Metropolis. L'appartement à Metropolis. C'est d'amour. She's laughing at me too. She said, oh, she says she just loves it. Yeah. She named her daughter. Fresno, did you hear her? She said she named her daughter after me. Why would somebody want to name their kid after me? I don't know. But she said she named her daughter Layla after me.
Layla is a pretty name.
I don't like that name. It means midnight. Dark as midnight. What's dark as midnight? My eyes. Only thing dark as midnight about me are my eyes with the kohl on. Without the kohl, they're not even dark. Yeah. Okay, everybody's here now. Okay, we're going to get started. Let me look at the Zoom room. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because you got your quiz. That's why I was waiting. I know. This is the quiz. Right. This is the quiz. That's why I was waiting for y'all to come. All right. Y'all ready for it? How many of you studied chapter 12 last night? The quiz is not that difficult. It's basically picking an answer. I made the quiz multiple choice. Let me start off correctly. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me, brother. By the way, what country you from? I mean, that ain't no pickup joint, eat no line either. What country you from? Just curious. Looking at your picture here. Watch he say Persia. I know you're Persian, aren't you? Nobody has silky hair like that except those Persian men. Kuwait. Oh, Goa. He's from Kuwait. Oh, subhanallah, mixed with Persian. Okay, mashallah. Well, welcome here. It's nice to have the Kuwaitis here too. You know, this website was originally created by me and my Kuwaiti brothers in Kuwait. You know, Brother Mish, who was a descendant. He is a descendant of Abu Bakr. He's one of the descendants of Abu Bakr. He helped me to create this website back in 1986. Mish, I hope Mish is doing good. I heard Mish is old now and got a bunch of kids. But hello, we were young back then. When we were young. Yes. Well, welcome here, Kuwait. All right, let's get started. Let's see how well you guys can answer these questions. In alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulullah. We've spent the past 2 weeks discussing how there are certain things. Oh, look at this. It's a new button they put here, y'all. Wow. They gave me a new button on my stream. Oh, hold on. Let me click this. What happened when I clicked it? Y'all see this? Oh, look, y'all. It's, I can type directly to the people in different. Okay, this is Twitch. Look, I'm typing to Twitchers. They added a new button. And then for the people on D Live, look. Oh, this is, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Then my other people, Trova. Y'all can't see this, can y'all? I'm just typing to them. I can type independently to these other platforms. This is a new button they just added. And then this is for everybody to see. All y'all can see that, inshallah. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's start this over again. We spent the past 2 weeks discussing how, as Muslims, we violate the concept of al-wala wal-bara all the time. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that whenever we violate the principles of wala wal-bara, that's when Allah will send his punishment. That's when Allah will send his punishment to us. Okay? We have this political situation that's going on that's impacting all the Muslim world. This is not a war against Palestine. This is not a war against Palestine. I repeat it again. This is not a war against Palestine. That's my newscaster's voice. This is a war against Islam. As Barbara Wawa would say, this is the war against Islam. And it didn't just now begin. It's been going on for quite some time. Okay? A lot of people say, why is this war happening? First of all, I want to remind everyone again, everything good and bad that befalls us comes from Allah. It doesn't come from Israel. It doesn't come from America. Okay, it comes from Allah. Allah wills it. Nothing happens, not a war, not a flood, not a plague, not a pandemic. Nothing happens unless Allah wills it. And Allah willed this to happen. Allah wrote this to happen right after he blew that, before he even blew that soul into Adam. Okay? So this is the qadr of Allah. And the Prophet Muhammad said every people has their pagans. The pagans of this nation, of us Muslims, are those of us who fail to accept that Allah is in charge, that nothing happens unless he wills it. So Allah is the one that has orchestrated all of this. And what's the proof? The proof is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us about all these happenings centuries ago, and they're all playing out. That's the proof. All we have to do is follow along. And the Prophet told us how to save ourselves. He said, you ain't going to stop the war. The people that will fare well during these times are those who were strong in their La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah before the war. So hopefully that's why y'all are here. Everyone's trying to strengthen their belief in Allah now, so that when those 80 nations, those 80 flags representing 80 nations sign that, they in council now. Y'all know the United Nations been meeting all week. When that United Nations signs that agreement, those 80 countries overrule the rest to declare war against all Muslim states. That's it. How will you fare? How was your iman before that their signatures went on that paper? So hopefully you guys are here to strengthen your iman, correct your belief system now, reaffirm your allegiance to Allah, reaffirm your allegiance to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and reaffirm your allegiance to the believers and this religion now. So we spent the past 2 weeks talking about the things that violate that. How we as Muslims violate our allegiance to Allah, our allegiance to the Prophet, our allegiance to this religion. So now today I'm going to give you a quiz just to see how well you guys understood what I've talked about for the past weeks. Let's put the PowerPoint up on the screen. And I got my Starbucks. Oh, God, I need it. Thank you. And let's see how well y'all fare with this. Y'all ready for it? The questions are pretty easy. Now, I tell y'all that all the time, but I'm telling you, these are really easy questions. If Sheikh Morsi were to quiz me with these questions, I would tell him these are so easy. Any baby could answer these. So let's see. I made the quiz easy and simple. Let's see how many of them y'all can get right. First question. And this is how they all will read today. To deny that Allah is the only one worthy of worship is a means of showing Bara or disassociation against which one of these? Is it against Allah? Is it against the Prophet? Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is it against the believers on earth or the religion? See how easy this question is? This is how all the questions will be. By denying that Allah is the only one worthy of worship, denying this is distancing yourself from which of the following? Allah, the Prophet, the believers, or the religion? Go ahead. Who can answer? Real easy.
Allah.
Why do you say it's Allah? Why do you say it's Allah? Explain it. This is simple. Why you say it's distancing yourself from Allah? Go ahead. Remember, guys, what did the Prophet tell the companions? The Prophet told the companions, if you can't explain it, that means you don't what? The Prophet said, if you can't explain it, that means you don't know it. You just memorize it. And he said, Islam is not mere memorization. It's taking, he said the difference between knowledge and understanding is this. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said knowledge is simply to memorize something. Understanding is when you take what you memorized, apply it to your heart and your actions. So whoever said that, why do you say that to deny that Allah is the only one worthy of worship is distancing yourself from Allah instead of the Prophet, the believers, or the religion? Just explain it. Go ahead.
Can I respond, Sister Leila?
Yeah, go ahead. Which one answer?
I
What's
will
the
say
answer?
Allah too.
Okay, why?
Why? Because you don't believe in him. You don't believe that he is your creator and he is the one who creates I don't know how to explain.
Because he is the only one.
Create the,
I know
who
what you
create the earth and everything that is
right
in it.
Okay, I know
So
she got the answer. I know your English is bad, but you got it. You're right. You're right. Who else can explain what she's trying to say? Umar here is from Mali. Hello. She's beautiful too.
Because he's the only one worthy of worship.
Exactly. Good job, Amina. Good job, Omar Hare. The reason why this is distancing yourself from Allah is because the Prophet Muhammad, we don't worship him. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We don't worship any believers. We don't worship the Kaaba. We don't worship the black stone. We don't worship a mosque. We don't worship nothing but Allah. So if you deny that Allah is the only one worthy of worship, you have distanced yourself against him. See how easy that was? This is easy. This is pretty easy. Yeah, good job. See how, and that's how the rest of the questions are going to be. I made it easy for you guys today. My head was hurting too bad yesterday to make it harder. Okay, let's look at the next question. Here we go. Y'all ready for it? Here we go. Question number 2. Failing to wear a beard or a hijab is showing Bara against which of the following? Is that Bara against the law? Or is it Bara against the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Or is it Bara against the believers? Or is it Bara against the religion? When a person fails to wear a beard or a hijab, you're distancing yourself from which of those? Allah, the Prophet, the believers, or the religion itself?
I say Allah.
Oh, I say Allah as well, because Allah is the one who commands us to wear hijab and for the men to grow their beard.
I say the religion.
Why you say the religion?
Because you're supposed to represent what you're about.
Hello! Good job, friends. No, you on the ball. The correct answer is the religion, guys. A lot of people would think Allah, okay, because it's an obligation. But since this is outward, this is the religion. You know, and that's what I was telling you guys. A lot of people ask me, Sister Layla, what can we do to show our support for Israel? Not for Astaghfirullah, that part of the world belongs to the Muslims. What can we do to show our support for the Palestinians? The answer is make dua, number 1. And number 2, make your allegiance to the religion. Show that we are one, that we are with you. We are the same. Dress the part. Dress the part. This is the time to put those hijabs on. This is the time to grow those beards. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. I just got back home from taking my mother somewhere. When I got out, I had to use the bathroom. That's another story. But when I drove up in my parking lot, y'all should have seen me wheeling that SUV. I wheeled that SUV. I jumped out, and then I was running, and this other woman got out of her little car. And she had on her hijab. She said, "Salam alaikum, lailanasheeba." I said, "Wa alaikum salam." Keep it real. I got to hit the bathroom, and I was running. It was funny, but that showed me she listens to my class. You know, solidarity. She had on her little hijab. "Salam alaikum, lailanasheeba." I said, "Wa alaikum salam." My sister, got to keep it real. Layla got to hit it. That's solidarity. That's solidarity. That's the religion. If all the Muslims around the world would dress the part, we would show the rest of the world just how large and great we are in numbers. Let the non-Muslims do the protesting. The protesting should be for the non-Muslims, because when we protest, all it does is lead to violence, and they're not going to listen to us anyway. But when they see their own people protesting, they'll listen, because by seeing their own people protest, it shows them, the Zionists, it shows the Zionists how little support they have from their own people. So let the non-Muslims do the protesting. We handle the solidarity. We dress the part. It's time to put those hijabs on, those abayas on. It's time for you brothers to bring back the beards, okay? It's time for you brothers to put them kufis on. It's time for you brothers to come out in your traditional dress. Wear your thobes. Wear your gutra. The sister that gave me salams, her husband had on a gutra. You know, they from the Gulf. They live over in the building across from me. Nice looking family. Okay. She dressed her in her abaya. He had on his gutra. The kids got out the car. Assalamu alaikum, lailanasheeba. Wa alaikum salam, my sister. Got them keep it real. Layla running. But solidarity. Okay. When we don't dress the part, guys, we're doing a disservice to our religion. We're letting the world see that we don't believe in our religion. If you believe in something, you'll honor it. By not dressing the part, you're not honoring it. You're showing, letting the world see when you protesting. All these Muslims protesting, half the women ain't dressed right. You're showing the rest of the world that you ain't even in belief with your religion. You picking and choosing. Let those kafirs protest. Because that will scare them. That'll scare them to see that their own people in great numbers don't support them. And you just dressed the part here. Y'all got it? Does that make sense? You can tell I was a unionist, can't y'all? Yeah, y'all can tell I was a unionist. Okay, next question. Good job, Amina. Next question. Here we go. Taking a fatwa. And what is a fatwa, Elizabeth? Elizabeth, do you remember what the word fatwa means? Let me look on Telegram, guys. Hold on. Because I just gave her the meaning of that word 2 days ago. What does fatwa mean, Elizabeth? Yes, Islamic edict. She said edict. Yeah, it's an edict or a verdict. Yes, an Islamic edict or an Islamic verdict. Taking a fatwa over a hadith. This shows Bara against which of the following? Allah, the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the believers, or the religion. These are the days that we're living in, the days of fatwa. We take religious verdicts, religious edicts over the hadith. This is distancing ourselves against which one of those four answers? Anyone?
I would say you are distancing yourself from the Prophet, because Allah told us to follow the Prophet, and the hadiths are from the Prophet.
Everybody agree with her?
I agree with her.
MashaAllah, that's correct. And now do y'all see why Allah brought the war? How many of you take, can anybody give me a verse from the Quran that says a woman has to cover her face? I've been waiting 62 years for you, one of you brothers, to bring it. Can anybody give me an authentic hadith or a verse from the Quran that says, thou shalt cover your face? There is no verse. None. Not a verse from the Quran. There is no, I repeat, there is not a one that says a woman has to cover her face. What did the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say about the things that Allah hasn't told us to do? Can anybody answer that?
They are a concession.
And what does that mean?
Don't trip on him.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
means you don't have to trip on him. He ain't mentioned it. You ain't got to do it. Don't be trying to bring it up.
That's right. That means they're lawful. Since there's no verse in the Quran There's no verse in any authentic hadith from our prophet that says a woman has to cover her face. That means that the face doesn't have to be covered. But how many of you brothers and sisters are taking fatwas from imam this, sheikh that, mufti this, kamadam a dozen that? What about the hadith? If a woman had to cover her face, then why did the prophet tell him you definitely don't cover your face when you make hajj? You're going to say that your imam, your mufti, your sheikh knows this religion better than the Prophet Muhammad did? You have distanced yourself from him. Y'all understand that? You're going to take somebody's fatwa, somebody's opinion over the prophet. Let me even bring it home. What about this? During the unrest, the civil war that occurred between the Muslims, when the Mu'tazila and the Kharijites too started all their fitna, Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, decided that he was not going to take the ruling of Muawiyah. Muawiyah sent a messenger from Syria to Medina to tell Ibn Abbas that the moon had been sighted for Ramadan in Syria. Ibn Abbas decided, he said, if I take his sighting, the people are going to think that I am supporting him as the caliph. They will think that I am going against Ali, that I will not support Ali. He said, so I think that Muawiyah has sticky fingers. So what I'm going to do is make my own ijtihad or my own judgment and say that we people in Medina this time, this Ramadan, we will look for our own sighting because Muawiyah has sticky fingers. I don't want the people to think that because I am one of the eminent companions that I am going against Ali and supporting him. So I'm just going to do ijtihad. And when Ibn Abbas said that, the other companions complained to him. They said, what did the prophet say? What did the prophet say? And that's when Ibn Abbas said, the prophet said, if the person has sticky fingers, we don't accept from them. That happened that one time. Today, centuries later, in the year 2023, when Ramadan came around, there's a lot of Muslims that decided they're going to choose to go with a local sighting. And if you ask them why, they say, well, Ibn Abbas did it. And so the scholars, some of the scholars say it's okay, that it ain't a big deal. So I'm going to support them on that and go to local sighting. Is this showing allegiance to the prophet? Who can answer that? The way that nowadays, today, some of the Muslims choose to go with local sightings. Is this showing allegiance to the prophet, to the religion? Or is this distancing yourself? Who can explain that? What do you think? This is a question of fiqh. What do you think, Muslims?
I don't think it's not showing allegiance to the prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him. It's showing more to me. Well,
yeah, they
showing allegiance to what that dude did. And,
exactly.
And that's not the prophet, and he did it for a specific reason at a specific time. Everybody don't have no sticky fingers now.
Exactly. Y'all hear Amina's answer? And that's correct. You know, Ibn Abbas did ijtihad that one time. But do we follow the sunnah of Ibn Abbas, or do we follow the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Even Ibn Abbas cannot change what the Prophet has said. And he did it just that one time. That's the only time they did that. And he had a good reason for it, because he didn't want the people to think that he was supporting Muawiyah. But does that mean that now we can all pick and choose whether to fast when one person says it, or we can choose to go for our own? No. Where's your allegiance? Remember, there's a hadith where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when the Muslims fail to begin and break the fast on time, that's when discord and tribulations will appear. Y'all remember that hadith? That hadith is in Muslim. We haven't been together and united when it comes to Ramadan in centuries. People been doing their own thing. And the Prophet said, when we fail to begin and end our Ramadan the way we're supposed to, there will always be calamities, discord, and dissension amongst us. So I'm trying to get y'all to think. What's happening in this world is happening because Allah willed it. The question that we should be asking ourselves is, what did I do? Did I take part in it? Did I contribute to causing this to happen? That's what we need to be asking ourselves. Have I been taking fatwas over what the Prophet said? The Prophet said the day will come in the later generations where they will issue Islamic verdicts that go against what I say, but the people will listen to them and disregard me. Have we been listening to the Prophet or listening to these sheikhs? Is Islam Q&A running the world? Are we following the sunnah of Islam Q&A, or are we following the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad? That's the question. Okay, good job. So this distances ourselves. Whenever we take a fatwa over what the Prophet said, you're distancing yourself against him. You're showing that your allegiance is not to the Prophet Muhammad, no matter how much you say you love him. We all say we love the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How many of us truly love him? Most of us don't, guys. You'll take a fatwa over him. You don't love him. You love your imam. You love your sheikh. You love Islam Q&A website. Okay? They need to burn that website. I've been saying that. They need to burn down Islam Q&A website. They need to get rid of it. I wish the government would just get rid of it completely. It's destroyed this nation. Okay? Let's look at the next question. When you commit a sin, is this showing Bara against Allah or the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or the believers or the religion? Whenever you commit a sin intentionally, whenever you deliberately, intentionally commit a sin, who are you distancing yourself against? Allah, the Prophet, the believers, or the religion? Any sin that you deliberately, intentionally do.
This is against the religion.
Yes, I agree with her.
Because when you do something wrong and you're out in the public sinning, you're representing the religion. So, and I'm just going to use myself as a, and not saying that I did a sin, but as an example. I used to have road rage when I was younger. And my sister Izdahar, may Allah have mercy on her soul.
I mean,
She would she would get very upset with me and tell me, you cannot act this way and have road rage. You are representing Muslims around the world with the way you act. So I had to really put that in my head and realize that the way I act out in public, I am representing the religion.
Okay, what do you got? Do you guys agree with her?
I do not
I say
agree.
Allah.
I would say Allah.
Yeah, I say a lot
Because
too.
Because like when you commit a sin, it's taking you away from him.
Exactly. The correct answer is Allah. They're right. It's Allah, not the religion. When we're committing sins, you're disobeying your Lord to deliberately, intentionally do something, knowing that Allah commanded you not to do. You're disobeying him. You're distancing yourself from him. You understand? You're talking about actions. That's something I'm going to get to that question too.
Yeah, I think I got it because you said in public. So that's what I was thinking, public.
Oh, did I say public on that one?
That's the way I took it.
I didn't say public, but no, not for this one. This one, it says committing a sin. I didn't put public in it.
Okay.
I put on this one, the other one was. This one is committing sins, is showing Bara. Yeah. Because anytime we sin deliberately, that's why I kept saying deliberately, intentionally. When we're deliberately, intentionally disobeying Allah, we're disobeying Allah. Allah is the one that made the laws. Allah is the one that made the rules. Allah is the one that made the guidelines. Allah said, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not do intoxicants. Thou shalt not steal. So when I say I'm going to steal, I'm going to adultery, I'm going to smoke cigarettes, I'm going to fornicate, I'm distancing myself from Allah. I'm disobeying him and putting a distance, a barrier between him and I. And that's why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us in an authentic hadith, whenever a person commits a sin, your faith disappears from your heart. Any belief in Allah that you have, it goes away while you're doing that sin. And it doesn't come back until you stop the sin. Feel bad about it. And feel bad about it. You guys understand? So there's no belief in your heart. You can't say it's in my heart and you smoking a cigarette. You know it's haram to smoke, but hey, it's in my heart. No, it ain't. The Prophet said whenever a person commits a sin, he is not a believer at the time of doing it. You guys got it? So this is distancing yourself against Allah. Good answer. Good answer. Good job. I mean, are you really on it? Okay, let's look at the next one. Good job, Omar Hare and Shamsa. What about this? Not believing that all good and evil comes from Allah. This is showing Bara against who? Allah, the Prophet, the believers, or the religion? To believe that the good comes from Allah, but not the evil. To not believe that everything good and bad comes from Allah. Is this showing a distancing against Allah or the Prophet or the believers or the religion?
It's showing distancing against Allah because Allah is the one who created good and evil. He created Iblis.
MashaAllah. So good job. Y'all agree with her?
Yes, I agree with her too.
Good job. See, I kept this quiz simple. Exactly, guys. And I do want to emphasize this morning, before I left today, I got a text message on WhatsApp from somebody. I don't even know who the person was, trying to somebody sent me a fatwa. You know, we are living in the days of fatwas. A big, long fatwa that I ain't even read, talking about how the bad things that we do, Allah doesn't create evil, that Allah is only the creator of good. Anything bad that happens, we created it. This is a mutazilite. I told you guys when I taught the class on get to know your Lord. That's how you can recognize who a mutazilite is. And those people existed during the time of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They existed during the time of the companions. I told you guys how back when Ibn Abbas was the governor of Medina, a man went home and caught his wife in the bed having sexual relations with his neighbor. When he came in, they got up out the bed, and he went to the man ran out, and he went to beat his wife, and she said, "How can you blame me?" She said, "How can you blame me for what Allah decreed to happen to me?" She said, "You're no different than Ibn Abbas. Allah wrote for me to have sex with the neighbor. So I did. All I did was what Allah wrote for me to do." So the man said, "You're right." And then when Ibn Abbas found out about it, he was angry. He said, "You people still don't understand how the decoder of Allah works. Allah is the creator of good and evil, but he didn't make you do that. Allah knew that you would do what you did." So we still have these people amongst us today, these mutazila. And this person that sent me this text on WhatsApp, I didn't even read the rest. I just deleted it and I blocked the person and kept it moving. We got a lot of Muslims out there who don't understand that Allah is the creator of good. He is the creator of evil, but he don't make you do the evil. You do the evil yourself. You make that choice. You made that choice. Allah sets the scenario. He creates the environment. He creates the circumstances. He creates the whole scenario. And then, just like the master that he sits back and watches what your reaction will be. Although he knows what it's going to be. But he didn't jump in your body like Ibn Abbas told that woman. He didn't jump in your body and make you have sex with that man. You made that choice. Allah created the circumstances. Does everybody understand that? Subhanallah. So we still got these mutazila amongst us. They believe that Allah is the creator of all good and we create our own evil. And this is wrong. To not believe that everything good and bad comes from Allah is denying him. Denying him. Everybody understand that? Okay, next question. Here's a good one. Not praying or fasting, is Bara against Allah, the Prophet, the believers, or the religion? Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What do you guys think?
Allah. We fast for Allah. We do everything for Allah. We don't do it for the Prophet, the believers, or the religion. We pray. We don't fast for them, and we don't pray for them.
Exactly. Everybody agree with her? You guys?
Yes.
Good job. Exactly. When you don't pray, when you don't fast. Now, let me tell you guys the difference between not praying and not fasting, and the difference between not wearing a hijab and not growing a beard. All of these things are obligations imposed upon us by Allah. Wearing a hijab is an obligation. Growing a beard is an obligation. Okay? But to not grow the beard, to not pray, to not wear the hijab, you're violating our religious injunctions. Praying and fasting, these are actions of worship. And all actions of worship must be done for Allah. Y'all see the difference? Making Hajj, praying our prayers, fasting the month of Ramadan. These are all actions of worship, giving zakat. And all actions of worship must be for Allah alone. We don't pray, fast, or make hajj or give charity for the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or for the believers, or for the religion. We do it for Allah. So that's the difference between the obligations such as hijab, such as seeking knowledge and all of that. You're violating the religion by not wearing hijab, by not growing your beard. You have disassociated from our way of life, our religious way of life. But not praying and fasting is even worse. You now have alienated yourself from Allah. Y'all understand the difference? Is that clear for them, Fresno? You think they understand, Fresno?
I think they got it.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all see, we got a long way to go as Muslims. What can you do to show your support for the Muslims in Palestine? Y'all better put them hijabs on, because look at TV. Those women got hijabs on, don't they? Those women ain't wearing blue jeans with a little tank top and a mammy rag. Those women have on abayas like I have on, and they have on full hijabs like I have on that cover their women parts. Hello, you sisters don't even look like them. I look like them, but you don't. They dress the part. They're where you sisters need to be. They're strong in their faith. That's how they can handle what's going on. You ain't on their level. You're not even close to them. And they don't have those fake eyelashes on either. Hello, let's talk about it. Have y'all seen any of those women walking around with those eyelashes on? No. No. They fear their Lord too much to attach any fake hair or anything to lengthen their hair. They understand what wasila means. Subhanallah. You sisters got a long way to go, baby. All right. Next question. What about this? Racism. Showing racism between your brothers and sisters in Islam. This is Bara against Allah or the Prophet or the believers or the religion, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What do you think? Racism.
The believers, because you're showing racism to the believers, so you're distancing yourself from the believers.
You guys agree with him?
Yes, and Allah told us that in Muslim, like we are brothers and sisters.
Exactly. This racism got to stop. I told y'all how just the other day, this is against the believers. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said we're all supposed to be like one body. When one part of the body hurts, the rest of it feels it. Well, I did for you guys yesterday the story of Safiya, radiallahu anha, the wife of the Prophet. Look how they have treated her. She suffered all the way to her death because people treated her bad because of racism. They never accepted her because she was a Jew. She was Jewish. She wasn't Arabic. And we got that problem going on today. I told you, here in America, most of these Islamic schools are racist. So racist. You put your black child into this Muslim school thinking that your child is going to get treated differently than he would or she would from the kafir. But you find your child comes home quiet and all inhibited. And you talk to the child and ask, what's wrong? They call me names. They laugh at me. They make fun of me because I don't speak Arabic. They make fun of me because I'm dark in color. They're afraid that I'm going to do something to their sisters. They're afraid that I'm going to be a pervert. You know, these are the things that a lot of the African American and Black children have to endure. Or children that don't speak Arabic. They're called a kafir. You know, and all this other stuff. You know, we have distanced ourselves from each other. That's what the prophet said. Another one of the signs before the war comes, you will see many people who have reverted back to tribalism, nationalism, racism. We're there. We're racist towards each other. You go to the masjid, the sisters won't even stand next to you because you're not from their culture. You're Black. You got to be Arab and you got to be white. In America, for the American Muslims, if you ain't white or Arab, you ain't nothing. And that's pathetic to see that this is where we have regressed to. Subhanallah. We have distanced ourselves from each other. We have reverted back to that tribal, racial injustice. And our children have stories they can tell. Some of them are damaged for life because of what they experienced, not from the Kafir school, but the so-called Muslim school. Muslim school of racism. Astaghfirullah. So this is distancing yourself from the believers. What about this? Not having empathy for your brothers and sisters in Islam. Is this Bara against Allah or the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or the believers or the religion? Not having empathy for your brothers and sisters in faith. You can empathize for the kafir, but you have no empathy for the Muslims. You can empathize for a dog and a cat, but you have no empathy for a Muslim. So who are you distancing yourself from in this case? Go ahead.
This one I would also say the believers, because both have close ties and supposed to be have compassion towards the believers, and by not doing this, we're distancing ourselves from the believers.
Do you guys agree? He said the believers. Y'all agree?
Yes.
Good job. Exactly, guys. This is the believers. Again, we don't put ourselves in each other's shoes enough. How many times as a daya I have sat here in my Zoom room, me and Fresno and Sabrine. By the way, where's Sabrine? Sabrine and Ifty and all the rest of the old crew. Omar here, the Norto twins and Shamsi and all them. How many times we done sat up here in this Zoom room and a sister has come in here and told us how she's went to the mosque asking for help to pay her rent. The mosque turned her away, wouldn't give her a dime. Most of the time because of her color. If she was an African-American sister, she was turned away. But right on her way out the door, she saw the Muslims handing that Pakistani woman some money. Or another sister came in here one day and said she asked for help to pay her rent. They told her they ain't got no money. But the next thing you know, they handing out money to the Kafirs on the street. No empathy for each other. You're going to throw your money away on a kafir that you don't know if he's a liar or what. And here a sister, a single Muslim woman with children coming to you asking, can you help her this month to pay her rent? And you're going to tell her no. You know, we don't help each other. We have no empathy for each other. They got empathy in Palestine, though. They help each other over there, guys. They're very neighborly. You American Muslims don't help each other. You American Muslims don't care about each other. You know, you need to work on well better. Like I said, those Palestinians are 10 miles ahead of you. Okay? If anything, you're going to take them backwards, not help them go forward. We have a long way to go, baby, here in the West to catch up with them. Subhanallah. What about this? Backbiting and gossip. Backbiting and gossip are signs of better against Allah, the Prophet, the believers, or the religion. What do y'all think about that one?
This one I would also say the believers again, because the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said that the believers, their property, their blood,
honor.
Their honor. Yes, their honor. And with, you know, backbiting and gossiping, or attacking their honor, so I'll say the believers.
You guys agree?
I agree.
I agree.
Exactly. This is against the believers too. We got to stop cutting each other down. Right now, we got a war going on. The war against Islam is already in the beginning stages. United Nations fighting as we speak, trying to pass those 80 flags representing those 80 nations are in Congress right now, arguing and fighting on whether they're going to pass resolutions to go in there and fight the war against all Islam people. It's happening. And while this is happening, look on YouTube. Look on YouTube. Look at all these Muslim brothers and sisters ripping each other apart. We're in the middle of the beginning of a war, and you sitting up doing lectures about how this brother's an innovator, that brother's a deviator, he's a kafir. We're still cutting each other down. We're still trying to demean and destroy each other right in the middle of a war. And by the way, I give it to the American Muslims. I don't see the American Muslims. This is the European Muslims. You Muslims in Europe, we're in the middle of a war, dude. And y'all sitting there attacking each other. Y'all still making YouTube shows about how don't take from him. He's an innovator. Don't listen to him. He's a liar. Look at him. He's this. He's that. Y'all still dealing with that jealousy and that bashing of each other. And you women too, sitting there with the men, your man, you and your man, taking down other Muslims. And we in the middle of the beginning of a war. See how messed up we are? We have no wala wal bara. No wala wal bara. No allegiance to each other. We have distanced ourselves from each other. And the Kafirs, the Zionists are making a move. The Zionists are moving in on our stupidity, on our ignorance. It's disgusting. I come on YouTube now, I just go block, try to block them all. I'm like, what is these live shows? Are these brothers crazy? Young, stupid men. Just stupid, man. Okay. What about this one? Disrespecting the companions of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is this Bara against Allah, the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the believers, or the religion? To disrespect the companions. Who is that against?
I say the believers as well.
You guys agree?
I agree.
I would say this is, I don't agree with that. I would say this is disrespecting. Oh, I would say this is the prophet, because that's his companions, and the prophet told us to take whatever they say, because the first generation of them are better than us.
Exactly, and that's the correct answer. A person would think religion, but it's not. It's the prophet. These are the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's companions. Remember, he said, anyone who is an enemy to my companions is an enemy to me. Anyone who hates my companions, you hate me. They've done more than you could ever do in your lifetime. When you people talk about Abu Sufyan, I keep telling y'all, Abu Sufyan converted to Islam. So did his wife Hind. And they were of the eminent companions. Y'all better stop cursing Abu Sufyan. Y'all better stop cursing Hind. They became Muslim, and they were of the eminent companions. They spent the rest of their life, both of them, fighting for the cause of Islam and made up for any wrong they did before. So y'all better stop cursing Hind. Y'all better stop cursing Abu Sufyan. Y'all better stop cursing Aisha, radiallahu anha, the mother of the believers. Y'all better stop hating on Sophia. They still talk about Sophia. Y'all better stop lying on these companions too. Because you're lying on them is like lying on the prophet. And lying on the prophet is like lying on Allah. Subhanallah. You guys, we got to get it together. We want to know why Allah has sent this war. Look at us. Look at us as a nation. Pathetic. Pathetic. Subhanallah. No love for our prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you loved him, you wouldn't hate on his companions. Okay, let's look at the next one. What about this? Not recognizing the signs of Allah. This is better against whom? Allah, the prophet, the believers, or the religion? To not recognize the signs of Allah. And give me an example.
I say the religion because Allah says that we are, He made an obligation for us to learn a religion. So the fact that we don't know the signs and what to look for, that means we're not literally, learning it.
Okay, to answer this question, we have to realize, what are the signs of Allah? When we talk about recognizing the signs of Allah, what are we talking about? Who can answer that? What are we talking about when we talk about signs of Allah?
Are we talking about his creation, like the sun? So it's like the sun, the day, the night, like that? His creation, basically?
Is it just his creation?
Or everything in existence?
This is what Muslims don't. Allah sends us signs and we don't even know what they are to look for. What are some of the signs of Allah?
All right. In addition to what she said, his creation, also his wrath, that's a sign from Allah as well.
Signs of Allah is this war what's going on right now, getting ready to happen.
These are examples.
Yeah.
Can anybody bring it home? Have any of you ever experienced any signs from Allah? That's what I'm saying. Allah sends signs to the believers. But like he says in the Quran, but only the believers know. Can anybody tell me about a sign of Allah that you hadn't heard?
To me, it's like, this is like personal to me. It's like my mind told me not to do this right here, but I went ahead and did it anyway. I had a sign, but I didn't listen to the sign. I just went ahead and did what I did. That's how I take it.
I gave you guys the story of how a couple weeks ago, when I first started going through this, whatever I'm going through that had me have headaches. Today is the first day I ain't got it. Remember I told y'all I made that dua And then when I walked out the door, there was a rainbow. That was a sign to me that it was going to get better, Layla. Allah sends signs to us. This personal signs to let you know he's pleased with you, to let you know that he cares about you, to let you know that you're on the right path. But you Muslims have to be able to recognize them. A lot of us don't see the signs of Allah. Okay? And because we don't know what a sign of Allah is or how to recognize it, that's why y'all can't answer this question right. Look at the question again. Not recognizing the signs of Allah is distancing yourself against what? Allah, the prophet, the believers, or the religion?
Law.
It's Allah. Allah. Allah sends us signs, guys. But how many of us recognize them? I recognize that rainbow. I knew Allah was telling me, Layla, it's going to get better. You got to get it together. Just keep on pushing and, keep your faith in me. Keep your trust in me. I'm going to write this stuff for you. I'm going to make it go away. I'm going to relieve it. Y'all got to listen to the signs and look at the signs. Like Amina says, she'll get signs. She'll wonder if she should do something, and she'll become inspired. Something to tell her. No, don't do that. She listened. Sometimes Allah sends his signs visually, like that rainbow I saw. Sometimes he'll send it to you when you sleep in the form of a beautiful dream. Remember that hadith, the Prophet Sallallahu alayhi wasallam said one of the signs of prophethood that'll never disappear are the good dreams. The good dreams that the believer will have when the world goes to heck. We're living that now. The world is gone to heck now. We're going through so many trials, so many tribulations. But Allah will send a happy dream to inspire you, to encourage you, to let you know he's proud of you. Don't give up. So the signs come from Allah. They don't come from the religion. They don't come from the prophet. They come from Allah. Everything good comes from Allah. Everything bad comes from Allah. So when a person fails to recognize the signs of Allah, you've abandoned him. Y'all understand? You didn't abandon the religion. You're disassociating yourself from Allah. You're not opening up your heart, your mind to Allah. You're not recognizing that he's trying to tell you something. What they say, God trying to tell you something. Allah's trying to tell you something. You got to listen. You got to open up your eyes and see it. A lot of you women, you call me up all the time complaining about how miserable you are. Allah has sent you sign after sign that you to leave that man. Why y'all still married to these men? That man ain't gonna get no better. Where did Allah say, be patient with a fool? Allah ain't never said to be patient with a fool. The Prophet Muhammad ain't never told no woman to go back and keep on taking butt kickings from her husband. You women are stupid. Okay, there's a thin line between patience and stupidity. Allah done sent you sign after sign. When you lost your first tooth from him punching you, that was the first sign. When he broke your jaw, that was the second sign. When he kicked you in your stomach and caused you to have a miscarriage, that was the third sign. And you still in that marriage? You women got problems. And I'll tell you what your problem is. You have taken on your husband as your Lord. He's your God. You love him more than you do yourself, more than you do Allah. You women got to recognize the signs of Allah. They're right in your face. A man punching you, taking out your teeth, your miscarriage. These are true stories, by the way. These are women that email me. These are true stories. One brother broke her tooth. Then he broke her jaw. Then he kicked her when she was pregnant and she miscarried. And she's still with him. You can't see the signs of Allah that this brother ain't going to change. And don't blame it on the imam. Imam ain't no scholar. I keep telling y'all, just because a person is an imam don't mean nothing. That means he leads to prayer. You better go find you a brother that specializes in divorce and get a divorce. Because Allah didn't say stay patient with a fool. Okay? Recognize the signs of Allah. Okay? What about this one? Oh, that was the last one. Okay? Okay. See, I told y'all the quiz was short and sweet. So again, guys, this was chapter 12. We have to call ourselves back to this religion. We have to call ourselves back to Tawheed. We have to call ourselves back to the correct belief system. We have to call ourselves back to La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Because that's what's going to save us. That's what's going to have you pulled from out the hellfire. That's how you'll get through this war that's getting ready to happen. You'll get through all your hardships in life, your faith, your belief, your practice of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, putting those laws in effect, putting that character in effect. Okay? You sisters got to make the change. I don't want to see any of you not dressing the part. Where I live at, my neighbors who are Muslim, hey, solidarity, like today, lailanasheeba, check us out. She had on her abaya from the Gulf. Her husband had on his gutra. Beautiful. Man, them men are fine. And I had on mine, my Somali special for the day, courtesy of Chanel. Hello, Chanel. Hello. We got to dress the part, guys. Show that solidarity. And we got to be the part. Pretend to be the part. Eventually, it'll become a habit. And like the prophet said, eventually you'll have the character you need to be a true believing Muslim. That's how you support the people overseas. Make dua. Make dua for yourself first. And then make dua for all the believers second. And then dress the part, be the part, act the part. Solidarity. Let the kafirs protest. Let them see that their own people ain't in agreement. Okay? All right, any questions or comments? Any questions? Y'all did pretty good on this quiz. All right, tomorrow for this class, yeah, okay, I'm getting ready to answer you now, brother. The brother sent me a text message. Tomorrow we'll begin chapter 13 for this class. So I want you guys to go to the book, Diluting, Well Better. Oh, it's not on the screen. Okay, hold on. Let me put it up there. The name of the book again. Hold on. I don't know why I can't never do stuff right. Where's the name of the book? It's not on here. Oh, here it is. There it is. You can go to Amazon. It's called Diluting Well Better by Kareem Abu Zaid. And no, I am not affiliated with Kareem Abu Zaid. Let me tell y'all, so let's talk about it. We need your donations to support this website. A couple of sisters wanted to support the website and they thought I was with Kareem Abu Zaid's community. No. May Allah bless Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid for this wonderful book he wrote. And I love him so much for the sake of Allah. But I am a separate entity. This website is a separate entity. Okay, I am not part of his masjid. So please donate to support us. And when you buy that book, it goes to him. You know, that will go for his school. And I want you guys to put your children in Safa USA school. Because, you know, like I told y'all, the Muslim schools are bad too. They're just as bad as the Kaffir schools. If I had a child, I would homeschool them. And his Safa USA is a homeschooling program from preschool up. I was just talking to one of my brothers today, and I was telling my brother to call safausa.org and put my niece and nephew in it because they have a preschool program. Okay, check out safausa.org. And when you guys buy the book on Amazon, it goes to pay for his school. Okay, and we need to support that homeschool. Okay, but I'm not affiliated with his masjid, and I'm not his wife. I'm not married. I had a couple of people ask if I was married to Kareem Abu Zayd. No, I'm not married to him. No, 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 no. No, I just love his books, and I'm teaching his books. Okay, don't get me killed. Somebody's wife come killing me. Don't get me killed by nobody. You know, people don't like me as it is. Y'all trying to get Layla killed. No, I ain't nobody's wife. Layla's single, not married to none of these brothers. None of them. Nope, nope, not even the old man. Single. All right. So please go to Amazon and buy the book, those of you who don't have it. And please support us if you want to continue to learn Islam in its truthfulness with the understanding of the companions. Please support this dawah effort by scanning that CR code, because we are a nonprofit organization and all your donations do go to pay our expenses, and our expenses total $2,000 a month. Okay, so please support us, guys. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Somebody's asking, why is it that we can't get past the, honey, I don't know. That's the world we live in. We'll never get past racism. Racism is going to continue to exist. It's never going to go away. Yeah, it's sad. You know, the prophet said that, you know, this racism and nationalism and all that crap is never going away. And all of that is why, you know, Allah sends his wrath. Yeah. And it's sad that Muslims do this to each other. But that's just the way it is. Okay, guys, tonight at 9, we have another class. Our hadith class is at 9 p.m. And we will be doing 2 hadiths tonight. We will be doing one hadith from the book entitled Not One of Us. And then we'll do another hadith from the book Beware. So that'll be 2 hadiths that we will discuss at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And this is what that looks like too, guys. Let me see if I got that little jingle thing here.
Another Sunnahfollowers exclusive, Not One of Us, written by Sheikh Muhammad S. Adli. Broken down and brought to you by host lailanasheeba. Join us every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right here on Sunnahfollowers.
I love it. I love how little Geechee put our little jingles together. Yeah, those are the 2 hadiths that we're going to do tonight. That class is only 30 minutes. Yeah, it's going to start at 9 o'clock, and I do them. We'll be done by 9:30, inshallah. And also, guys, don't forget tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Call In and Ask Sister Layla live show. So any questions that you guys have about Islam or anything related to the religion, bring them here tomorrow at 9 p.m. And inshallah, I'll answer them. And if there's a question I cannot answer, I will have Sheikh Morsi, my teacher, Sheikh Abu Atayib. He'll be on standby to help. And also, don't forget, we have Jamali. He'll probably fly in here, literally fly in here to help out too. So any questions you guys have about Islam, bring them tomorrow at 9. And here's a little excerpt for that show. Did we have that thing in here too? Didn't I make one? The new one, that's the pre-roll, right? Where's the pre-roll at?
Call in. And by the way, what are you getting a piercing at? Let's talk about it.
Any other questions?
This is gonna be good.
Welcome to Ask Sister Layla Live. And Geechee, you got another one, right? Didn't you send me another one yesterday to do? Geechee? Where's Geechee? She's got another pre-roll. Where is it? This on my, it says Ask Layla Live pre-roll.
And by the way, what are you getting a piercing at? Let's talk about it.
Time for the Ask Sister Layla live show. Lines are now open. 862-370-2838.
Did y'all hear that one, Ifty? You hear that, Fresno?
I'm listening to it on YouTube right now because I have a delay and I can't hear it on your Zoom.
That is hilarious.
I'm waiting for it to come.
Is it still going?
That's cute.
I got to do that one tonight. And she got this other one. This one too. Listen to this one.
Any scores? Hey, wait. Is that the Adon? I think so, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, man. Well, gotta pray. Yeah, we do gotta pray. We gotta pray. Let's get that in. Yes, sir. ASAP. I don't know what it is, but what? You know, I've been listening to this program, Sunnahfollowers, and I've been learning a lot, Aki. Man, a lot. Yeah, like what? What you been learning about? Man, I've been learning about a lot. Salah, you know, hadith, the life of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Man. Wow, for real though. And you know another thing? The shows just keep coming on back to back. I just gotta check them out. For real though. Yo, wow. My God, if you have any questions, check this out. Every Friday, you can call in Sister Layla Live. Call her with any one of your questions in regards to this team. And man, she will answer them. She will get you right. Anyway, inshallah, I'm about to tune into that. But you know something else? You know, if this is going to be a benefit to me, I got to get with that Sadaqah Jariyah. All right. Donate to Sunnahfollowers.net. We're here for you. Sadaqah Jariyah. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh,
So cute. Inshallah.
So I got to do those today. I was supposed to do them last night and I didn't, but I'm going to do them tonight, inshallah. SubhanAllah, that is so cute. I like that ASAP. MashaAllah. Okay, guys, I'm going to log out for right now. And inshallah, we're going to log back in at 9 for the two hadith class, for the hadith class. I'm going to do those two hadiths. So make sure that everybody is back here. Oh, I got to make salat too. Okay. Yeah, I see. It's time for me to pray. You're right. Okay, so I'll be back, guys, at 9. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. See you.